Hey guys, Jish here, and today I'm going to be going over all of the 1.9 snapshots that have been released so far, and as you can see we're in 15W35E right now, so I'm going to be going over all the stuff that's been released up to now, and after this video I will be releasing more snapshot reviews for the upcoming snapshots. I won't just wait till now to upload them, sorry about that, but let's get right into the video. Stuff on the menu. If you go into the single player tab, you will see icons next to each of your world, kind of like the ones in the multiplayer tab. So let's go into here, and we got this sign and there's some stuff on it. If you are in creative and you hit F3 plus N, you'll go into spectator mode. Just hit it again to get out. If you're in survival and you try it, it will not work. It just won't do anything. Let's go into creative before that thing gets us. What did I do? There. Alright. If you hit Alt plus F3, it will bring up a little FPS thing, which is kind of cool. It just shows how much FPS you get every tick. Alright, let's move on to these 5 blocks. So this is endstone bricks, and to craft it you just need 4 endstone and you get 4 bricks. Then you got per block and per slab, and you need 4 popped chorus fruit to make the blocks, and slabs are just normal. And then you got the per stairs and per pillar, and those are also normal crafting. Let's get on to these things right here. This is new. The trapdoors, you don't need blocks for them anymore, just have them float. And the glass pane and iron bars will do this if they're the only one there now. So it used to look like this, but I guess they changed it. Alright, so now let's get on to this section right here. These are the new types of potions, the lingering potions. Oh crap. Alright, there we go. If I throw one, it's going to make a little area effect, and it will stay there for a pretty good amount of time unless someone goes into it and kind of absorbs all of it, just like that. Oh, now I got night vision. If you look in the top right corner, you will see the night vision icon, so you don't have to look in your inventory anymore. To make the lingering potions, you're going to get 1 splash potion of your choice and a dragon's breath. And to get dragon's breath, you have to go to the end, and the Enderdragon has some new fighting mechanics. One of the new attacks is a little flame thing that comes out of her mouth. It's a purple flame, and if you right-click a bottle in it, then you will get a dragon's breath. So pretty cool. Let's get that stuff out. One last thing here. If you have a fire, you can throw splash water bottles to put it out. And when you throw the splash water bottles, it actually creates a little thing of water if you do it over fire. And you can use this mechanic to make water in the nether, which is pretty cool. So let's do slash clear. In here are the new arrows. All these tipped arrows currently do not have any crafting recipes. I don't know if they ever will. I kind of hope they will, because they're kind of cool. But the spectral arrows do have a crafting recipe right here, obviously, which is 4 glowstone dust and an arrow, and you're going to get 2. And let's get a bow here, and a very poor guy that will get shot. Alright, so if you shoot mobs or players with it, they'll get tagged, and you can see them through blocks. However, it will go away shortly after you shoot them. Alright, let's get rid of you, sir. Alright, sorry I had to do that, Mr. Villager. Alright, these are the new command blocks. So this one is just normal. I'm going to press it and it's going to say impulse. And this is now called an impulse command block. These green ones are chain command blocks. So if I hit this button, it's going to say impulse, chain. And it's kind of confusing how these work. They have to be powered in order for another power to power them. So that sounds really confusing actually. So this command block is currently powered. It doesn't do anything, but you need it powered. This one will be powered by the button when I press it, and since they're powered, it can do that. It can say it. So if I get some chain command blocks here, power them with some levers, if I hit the button again, it will say 4 chains instead of 2. If I just remove these, it's going to say 2 again. So I can see a lot of uses for that, so I'm pretty happy about that. This one is the repeating command block, and if you hit the button, it's just going to repeat everything. But since it's a button, it does not stay like that. If I put a lever here, though, it will keep on going. So, pretty cool. Now you don't have to make clocks for everything, which I really like. So this thing is a showcase of part of the new GUI for the command block. If you right-click one now, you will see all this stuff. This button basically just changes them, so I can change it to a chain, a repeat, back to an impulse. And so yeah, that's pretty basic. This one's also pretty basic, needs redstone and always active. Let's demonstrate it on this one. If I change it to always active, it's just always going to be activated. And if I change it to needs redstone, then I can just activate it with redstone again. This thing, though, is a little more confusing. Unconditional and conditional. If I hit this button, it's going to say, it should say impulse and test. Oh, there we go. So if I hit it, it's going to say impulse and test. And this is set to conditional. This doesn't really matter if it's conditional or unconditional. But if I turn this to unconditional and I hit it, it will say impulse and test. However, if I take this command out, it will still say it because it is on unconditional. It doesn't need power from the command block. If I turn it to conditional, it will not say it because the command block right here has no output since it's not being, there's no command in it. And unconditional is actually the default, so if I switch it back, it's going to say test again. So yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to use this for. Probably there's some circuits that you can use it for. Maybe someone will figure out like a new circuit to make. So I'm really happy with the new command block stuff. I think I'm going to be using it a lot. Alright, let's go over here now, actually. So this is the new mob called a shulker. And if I go into game mode 0, it's going to shoot me. And it has homing missiles, and if you get shot with them, it does a bit of damage and gives you the levitation effect, which is new, and it makes you go up into the air, which can be used for some clever things. And these guys have a ton of hit points, actually. What is going on? It's gonna take a while to kill these guys. Come on. Just die. There we go. Let's spawn another one in. And these guys behave kind of strangely. You can actually push them with pistons. Like that. Can you push them with sticky pistons? I'm not sure. Oh, no, you can't push them back. So yeah, these guys are pretty cool. You can use them for elevators. They're found in the end biome. So yeah, these guys are just incredible. They are used for elevators, probably, is what I would use them for. Alright, so these zombies right here are just normal zombie villagers, except they've been retextured. So this guy's the butcher, this guy's the farmer, this guy's the blacksmith, this guy's the priest, and this guy's the librarian. So I personally like this better than what they were before. Alright, so this really tall thing is the new plant that grows in the end, called, where is it? Oh, I don't think I have it in the chest, actually. Let me get it out. So chorus fruit and chorus flower, they can only be planted on end stone. Oh, you can't, okay. Oops. They kind of behave a little strangely, but, yeah, they're kind of cool. If you break them, they drop these chorus fruits. And if If I go into survival, you can eat them if you don't have hunger, but they teleport you. Teleported me pretty far. No. Alright, let's eat another one. So, you do not need to have hunger to eat one, kind of like golden apples. Stop hitting me, you stupid thing. Let's get milk real quick. Alright. So they drop coarse fruit, and this is actually how you get the popped coarse fruit. You put it in a furnace, smelt it, and you get one of these. These are the beetroots, the new plant. So if you get some seeds here, these are what it looks like when they're fully grown, and they're found in villages. And you can use them to make red dye, and why is that there? Where is it? You can use them to make beetroot soup, which is pretty cool. And here is some new stuff. I'm not entirely sure how you get this yet. You might have to kill the Enderdragon or something. But you can get the Enderdragon's head, which looks hilarious on a player. And the new end rods, which are kind of like torches, and they can be placed every which way, and they're found in the end fortresses. Let me just put one of these on real quick. Look how stupid this looks. It's so huge. Doesn't even fit my head. Alright. Another kind of cool thing, if you walk with them, you'll see like the mouth open and close like that. And if you power them with redstone, they will actually do that also. Yeah, that's the stupid looking head. Alright, let's go up to here. And this is some new combat stuff actually. So let me get all of these in my inventory and get one of the shields. So if I roll over some of the weapons, you'll see when in main hand, and then attack speed and damage. So if you hit with the sword now, you will see it kind of pop up, and if I go into game mode 0, you'll actually see, oh, maybe you won't see it. Let's go into, not that, that's not what I want to go into. Here we go. If you go into the video settings, you can change the attack indicator, which I'll show you what that is right now. If you look under my crosshair, you'll see that sword, and that's basically the charge up. So if you wait till it fully charges up, it does a lot more damage. So let's go into creative, and I'll spawn another unsuspecting villager. If I keep just spam hitting him, he won't take any damage really, but if I hit him while it's fully charged, it does a lot more damage. So a lot less hits than if you just spam it. I don't even know if it does damage when you spam it. So the sword has 1.45 attack speed and 7 attack damage. The axe has actually more attack damage than the sword, 3 more, but it charges up really slow. Look how fast the sword does, and then the axe. The good thing about the axe, though, you might be able to one-hit some of the mobs. Where's the spider? I think you might be able to one-hit the spider. Oh, wait, it wasn't fully charged, actually. Let's kill this guy real quick. Alright. Oh, maybe not. Alright, well, it's probably a little close. Pickaxe is a little slower than the sword and does less damage. Shovels is a lot slower than the sword and does a lot less damage. Actually, it does a little more damage than the pickaxe. And the diamond hoe has a lot of attack speed, but it does as much damage as a fist. And everything has an attack speed, actually. But it's just really fast if it's not a weapon. So let's get rid of that stuff, except for the sword. You can now make shields in the game, just like this. And you just replace this wool with whatever color you want. You can make all the colors that wool has to offer. And if you hit F, that's the default key, you can put stuff in your other hand, and it looks pretty cool. And this is how you block now. You can no longer block with a sword. I'm trying. I'm right-clicking. It's not doing anything. If I go to a shield, I can block with that. So if I equip the sword and left click, it'll hit the sword. Right click, it'll block with the shield. So that's a really cool thing. And something cool that I found that I'm probably gonna use is put a torch in my left hand and a pick in my right hand. If I right click, it's gonna place a torch. Left click is gonna use the pick. So essentially, you could go mining and not even have to switch because you just have a torch and a pick. That's pretty much all you need. So that's really cool. Let's actually get all this stuff out of my inventory. Next thing is the map. The maps have had some changes to them. So let's get a map in our inventory and right click it. It is zoomed out a lot more, which I like personally. So this is level 2 of 4 that you can make it. Every pixel on the map is 4 blocks in the Minecraft world, and you can increase it and decrease it as you wish. This is how you increase it. You just surround it with paper. Let's get a bunch of paper actually. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, hold on. Alright, here we go. So, surround it with paper. We're going to get 3 out of 4 for the level, and it's 1 to 8 for the ratio. So every pixel on the map is 8 blocks in the Minecraft world. This is how you make the map. So, compass and paper. I don't know if it was the same before. I never really made maps because I didn't find them that useful personally. So it makes an empty map, defaults 1 to 4, 2 out of 4 again. You can decrease the ratio if you use shears. So if I put this in and use shears, it will use a durability, and it is now back to 2 out of 4. But it's kind of glitchy right now. If you decrease it, it's like now I'm not on this map anymore. It's kind of weird. But yeah. Also, do I have a map still? Alright, let's just get a new map real quick. You can put this in your hands, kind of like a mini map. And, I think you can have it in either hand, so if I hit, yeah, just like that. Except you would hit with the map instead of the sword, so I would probably switch those. But you can have it as like a mini map. Which I think is pretty cool. I'm probably going to be using this just casually, so I really like that. And then the final thing before we go to the end, bows and ender pearls. Ender pearls have a recharge now. If you look on the hotbar, there's like that white bar, and you can't throw them until it's recharged. And the bow, if you look in the hotbar, has an animation when it's charging up, which I think is really cool. So let's get rid of that stuff. And now we're going to go to the end to look at some new stuff. Okay guys, so we're in the end now. Before I take a look at these, I'm going to go back into here just by throwing an ender pearl. And I'm going to show you some new mechanics of the Enderdragon and how you can respawn it for XP and stuff like that. Because that's how the Enderdragon is here still, and I have that thing over there. Because to get that portal to the other dimension, you have to kill the Enderdragon, and it will naturally spawn. So I'm gonna kill him here. Oh. There we go. And it's kind of interesting how you can do this. I'm also gonna show you some of his attacks, and just getting the dragon's breath. If anyone is still confused on how you do that. Let's just destroy all of these. We're done. Alright, so we're gonna be on the lookout for purple flames. Kinda look like there's some there. Alright, so let's start shooting him. He shoots, or actually it's a female, I think. This is one of her new attacks, actually. She will just kind of sit here and protect where her egg would be after you kill her, and you cannot shoot her while she does this. She won't take any damage. Another thing she will do, she will shoot out purple fireballs like in the Xbox, and they will explode into a lingering thing of flames, kind of like if you would throw a lingering potion, it's just a bunch of flames that stays in that place. So let's shoot her. Let's see if she'll do it or not. Oh, here it is. Oh, there's two of them actually. So it just stays here like a lingering potion. And you can right click them for the dragon's breath. Right. Gotta use a sword. Alright, hopefully this won't take too long, because I want to get to another part. She is a lot harder to kill. I don't think she drops any more XP than she did before. Come on, just die, please. Oh my gosh. You need to calm down, Enderdragon. Come on. Might be able to, oh, maybe not. Oh my gosh, come on. Okay, this is just getting annoying now. Yes, go back and protect your egg. Kill you now. There we go. So, she dies normally. Nothing new about that. Disintegrates and drops a bunch of XP. Again, I don't know if there's any more or any less XP than there usually is, but yeah. So XP, the portal gets made. Where's the egg? There should be an egg here. I don't know, maybe not. Alright, so you can respawn the Enderdragon if you get clay blocks. You just go into the end, and you're going to make a creeper face, just like this. And then, just like that. Or not. How's it done? Do I have to do it on a wall or something? What's wrong with this? Maybe it has to be facing a certain direction. And I'm pretty sure that's the right way. Let's just try it in each direction first, because I don't know if it's specific to a direction or not. Because this actually worked the first time I did it. That's why there was still an Enderdragon. Alright, let's do it this way now. I am not sure why it's not working. That might be a glitch. Oh, that's it. Alright, so it does have to be a particular direction. Okay, so once you do that, all the ender crystals are gonna respawn. They don't actually respawn until all the towers are redesigned and stuff. We'll see here in a minute. Enderdragon doesn't respawn either. Alright, so here we go. So the crystals are back, the Enderdragon's back, and now you can kill it again. Alright, so let's go back into here. Throw an ender pearl. Alright, there we go. So, we were lucky enough. Where is it? Oh, is this new? Wait a minute. This is new. Is there two of these? Oh, okay. That's interesting. So, if you kill it again, you can get another one of these portals. I did not actually know that. Alright, so in the old one, we were lucky enough to spawn next to a huge one of the Nether City things. Or not the Nether City, the End City. And we got a little pirate ship thing also. So these things can get really big, as you can see here. And they have chest rooms at the top, too. I think there's one in here. So if they're tall enough and big enough, they can have some chests. and they can get some really good loot. Like, this is something I would want. Alright, let's go up. So I actually showcased this in another video. So you can check that out if you want to see, like, the whole thing. What I didn't show is this little pirate ship, and they've actually changed the structure of this, since I last took a look at it. So I don't know what snapshot they did this in. It could have been the newest one, 36, I think, 15W36, which I'm actually in right now. After I recorded the first part of this video, it came out. It didn't really change much. It just did some armor rebalancing. So I don't know if there was a new structure thing in that, or if it was earlier, but yeah, so there's an Enderdragon head. There's this part, which looks pretty cool, I think. And you can go down here. Got potions. And there's no longer a beacon. You will find a hopper. And I'll look at what's inside there in a minute. Shulker, you got your chests, which have some pretty good stuff in it. Now, this is kind of interesting. You're going to get a book. Work in progress. We will have something else here soon. So, obviously, there's going to be more snapshots if there's more features to be released. I don't know what they're going to put there, but it seems like it'd be something really cool. Another thing I noticed, and I don't know if they did this on purpose or not, the beacon structure is still here. So if I put a beacon where the hopper is right now, it would, like, turn on. So I don't know what they're going to do with that. So that's really interesting. I'm hoping to hear from that soon. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, then like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.